And this one is officially underway with the puck dropping. TBS has got control of it now from their own end. He looks deep to Dudas. What a steal in his own end. Tries to feed it across. That's some smart heads-up defensive play by Runanen. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Johansson. Takes the pass. Here they come on the attack. Thunderous use of the body of the hit. Big-time stop there.
It's pretty clear that he's hurt, James, as he's laboring towards the bench, and it is a struggle. Someone's going to have to help him get off.
And a great save.
Well, a grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
Runanen's hit, not a good one in the eyes of the officials, holding the call. Sorella's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. And that's a solid clearing attempt on the play. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Now a quick pass to Ellis. Steps into the offensive end. He's got a step. Oh, denies him on the play.
This is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Moves it over to Sorella. Grabs control of it at the point. They go on the attack through center. Makes some space. Scores! And there it is, the power play goal. It's the lamp. Jukunic's got the opening goal of this game of chess on the ice. Let's see how things change now, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. You get the first goal over halfway through the first period, and you want to kind of find a way to continue that pace and dictate it further into the game.
That's intercepted.
Mikkeli's working hard in all areas of the ice. Defense is structure, and it needs to happen in all three zones. When you're talking about stick positioning, you're doing a great job of taking away passes.
Picks up the puck in his own end. There's a collision with some authority. Here they come on the rush. Oh, he'll feel that one. Centering feed, and that goes off someone in front. Lays into the body. Blocked in traffic. Turku's got it against the boards. Takes the feed. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Jukunic's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Shakes off the coverage. Here's a backhand. They score! That's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row.
Jukunic's got possession of the puck after that neutral zone face-off. He did all of that one. Great reach with the poke check. Turn that chance aside. I don't think anybody was hanging onto the puck after that hit. Slides it up ahead from the right wing. Here's a blast. Oh, and an even bigger save on the slapper. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Cutting to the front of the net. Oh, what a save on the play. Whoa!
He's doing absolutely everything he can to keep his team in this game, James. Unbelievable save. That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
And he loses control of the puck. Stones him on the play. More than half the frame has been played here. Jukunic's really controlled the pace of play these last few minutes, leading by 2. Turku's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Way too much congestion blocks that. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Quick shot. Gets a piece of it with the glove. Back at the point, they set it up. And that caroms off a body in the lane. There's a great save on an excellent chance there. Here's a short pass to Johansson. And a good solid hit on that play. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Oh, he saved it. Oh, my goodness, what a stop.
Oh, that's unbelievable, James. I have no idea how he got to that puck. It's some gymnastics at its finest.
And these fans are still buzzing about what we just saw. What a save that was, Cheryl.
Yeah, he made an incredible save and really engaged this fan base. They're on their feet. You know they're right into the game. And listen, when they are showing you that kind of appreciation, you also want to play for them.
Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. TPS has gained possession along the boards. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And he makes the easy save. Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance and a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back. Period number 2. Clean sheet of ice, and here we go with period number 2. Soderlund's got the puck. And he takes the dish. Oh, tried to put it in the corner and just missed.
Well, there's a fine line between scoring and missing, and that's inches right there. A good release shot, but unable to get that net.
Takes a bump, but still hangs on to the puck. Scores! They saw, they took advantage of the rebound and score. Mikkeli's carried the puck like it's been on a string all night, Cheryl.
Puck's been on their stick, and their opponent's been on their heels. They've just been worn down with the offensive zone possession time. And how about the goaltender? Seeing so much rubber tonight and a lot in the netting.
Inside the offensive end, now down the left. Here's a pass in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there.
Abandonado's fighting through an injury, really laboring to get to the bench here. He's going to look to finish his shift, but he's really struggling.
Loses the coverage there, all alone, and stopped on the play there.
Well, on the breakaway, it's all about the first fake, and he does a great job there, but the goaltender doesn't bite, and as a result,
he rings the post.
TPS's coaching staff having a tough time rallying the troops here. A real frustrating night. Nothing going their way. Not getting any bounces is indicated right there. A nice miss as it goes off the post.
Big face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, after that last shift with sustained pressure, you know that the goaltender is fatigued. You got to find ways to get pucks to the net.
Putting the hard hat on here. What a hit. Rocked on the play. Hikarinen's got it into offensive territory. Oh, and he missed the net.
I think he does a great job of getting to position here, James, to be able to get that shot off. He gets it off fast and quick. He just misses wide.
Here's a shot, and that's blocked away. And he takes the feed. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Moves it up through the middle from the right. And that's blocked. Picked up along the boards by Koivu. Intercepted the pass. Great hit on the play. Knocked away by Koivu. Along the half wall with the puck. And he somehow gets a piece of it with the glove to keep it out.
What a save from point-blank range. I mean, he's in fabulous position, square to the shooter in the slot, and he makes the glove hand save.
Turku's effort at some point has to pay off. They've had plenty of scoring chances, but they still trail in this one. And things starting to ramp up a little bit now on the ice with that play. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. Mikkeli's on easy street right now. They lead at 3-0. Judas wins the offensive zone faceoff, and here we go. Delayed penalty coming up here. Whistle stops the play.
I always hated to play in these games. You just came out flat, and nothing you did made it better. Now they got to kill off a penalty when they're getting blown out. Real tough game.
Scooped up along the wall by Hakala. In close. Oh, that's a huge stop by Mikkeliläiset. Turns another aside.
That's an incredible sequence of saves. He is so dialed in, but I got to say, where are the D boxing out?
Blocker side save.
He reads this play perfectly, James. He gets tight to the shooter. There's no room to put it by him.
Passes it over. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Power play set to roll on as the setters get ready for the face-off. Jukic won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. It's a 2-on-1. They gain the zone. Sends it across. Oh, what a play to block the shot. And he's knocked off the puck there. Blocks it. They score. Well, how about that? A good defense translates into an even better offense.
It's amazing how a PK can deflate or inflate, and that's an inflator. When you get a shorthanded goal, you know that you switch the momentum.
Takes a whack, but still hangs on. Oh, look at this. Moves it to Ellis. And it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Both teams back to even strength, and after giving up a shorthanded goal, it's an opportunity the power play unit would probably sooner forget.
Sometimes when you're on a power play, you can get caught cheating, and I think you have a lot more time than you do, and it winds up in the back of their net. That's a tough one.
Here in the back half of this period, Turku still behind the 8 balls. They trail by 2 goals. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Oh, and a big-time hit on the play.
Well, and it's another hit. I mean, how many times is that now, James? He's going to continue to be a target if his head is down.
And it's back-to-back tallies.
Yeah, and they've been chomping at the bit. Now they've got their opponent on their heels. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the momentum. Well, he's in tight to the net, James, and he knows that he's not going to have much time or space to get it off, so he elects to use the snapshot and beats the goaltender.
And they win that neutral zone draw. Nice speed from the left side up the middle.
Sorella's not going to be able to get away from the booze and the chance every time he touches the puck, all because of that play earlier where he hurt their player.
TPS is trailing here late in the second period despite being the more active team offensively. Jukic got possession here in their own end. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Shot! Denies him with the save! Just here in the late stages of this frame, TPS is trailing by 1. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Goaltender gave up nothing as it hits the outside. Scores! They tied it up, and we are back to even.
Well, working hard, sticking to the game plan with good habits, and they're back to evens. They've been behind all game, but they've clawed their way back with good habits, and they find themselves at an even score.
Turku's push in the offensive end gets them the equalizer they needed.
Yeah, and with impeccable timing, too, James. You know, at the end of the period, you always know you want to maintain your composure, but you also want to create a ton of energy. You don't want to be scored on, but you certainly want to score a goal. They did just that. They got themselves back at evens in this game.
Moves it around along the half wall. Stops that one. Oh, and a smart heads-up play. Big-time hit along the boards, and there's no give there.
Well, there isn't, and you can just feel the rumble of the boards from up here. Just bone-crushing, separating body from puck.
Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Hard hit frees up the puck. And he sidesteps the check there. There's the horn, bringing period number 2 to an end. 40 minutes down, 20 to go. Third period action is coming up. It has been a fantastic matchup here, back and forth at both ends of the ice. Let's see what happens in the third. TPS has got possession of the puck. And he takes the feed. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Lots of time left in this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Jukic won the face-off deep in their own end. Lays the body. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Jostled off the puck. Shakes himself free. Judas has the puck against the half wall. Slides that one right across the blue line. Dismiss that chance. From behind the net. Quick pass across to Runanen. And look at this. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here. And there's a whistle as the goaltender will hang on for a much-needed stoppage.
Let's have another look at that hit there, James. I mean, he looks shaken up.
Face-off coming up. They can smell blood here, I think.
Yeah, they need to put their foot on the gas pedal because they recognize that the goaltender, he was under siege, James, and he really didn't get a chance to get much rest.
McKellie's got a hold of it against the wall. Tries to make that cross-ice feed. Can't get a hold of that pass. Centering feed. And he elects not to shoot and will hang on to the puck. There's a big hit in the corner. Sends it quickly to Runanen. My goodness, they are really starting to dial up the pressure here now. Look at this, moving to the middle. Oh, there's some body contact. Oh, he got hit by a freight train there. What a collision. Great hustle to come up with the puck. Oh, my. Centering feed. Scores! What a finish on the play.
Well, great placement, but he had to get the one-timer off quickly, James, because he didn't have much time and space in that net front area. You know that they're going to close quickly on you when you find that that puck comes across.
Turku's got the go-ahead goal here in period number 3.
Well, and they'll certainly want to win this face-off, James, because they've dominated in terms of possession. When they get it, they don't give it up easily. That's how they scored that last goal.
Feeds it over. Things starting to get a little physical out there. Here's a shot. Too much traffic in the lane. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Sends the cross-ice pass.
Well, this game is wild, James. End-to-end action. Let's just forget the defense, shall we? And just go with the goal calls.
Quick feed to Koivu. Sends the pass over. Moves the puck. Jukurit's looking to break out of their own end. And he's bowled over to the ice and loses the puck. TBS has got the puck. Breakaway! What a save by the Tendy there!
Well, he's exuding a ton of confidence, not sitting back in his neck, challenges and makes the save.
Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead.
Up by 1 and you take a penalty, applying some pressure to the PK unit here as a power play has an opportunity to get the equalizer.
Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Takes the feed. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Oh, great little takeaway at center. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Takes a shot. And he's got that one. Handles the pass from the right side. Picked up along the wall by Johansson. Inside his own end, moves the puck. And it's a quick pass to Olsen. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
Well, he's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
Puts it on net. And he blocks the shot. Great defensive play. Into the offensive end now. Turku's back to even strength. Huge effort by their penalty-killing unit.
Well, that's a missed opportunity, James. An opportunity to get the equalizer on the power play. Now down by 1 at even strength. They're going to have to find a way to muster up some energy. That one was deflating.
And a little body contact on that play. They've got some momentum here. Jukurit's got the puck along the wall. Dishes it off. And there's the save. Poked away. Good read on the play there by the keeper. Down the right side and into the zone. Puts it on net. Oh, what a save on the play.
Oh, that's such an athletic save, James. I mean, that's just all about competing, finding a way to get to the puck.
Drills him. And he feeds it down to Person. And the play's finally whistled dead by the officials who can tend to the injured player. TBS is not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third. Turku's got it and they're on the attack. Lets it go! And too much traffic in front blocks that one. On the deflection. Right on the doorstep. 44 seconds left. Sacrifices the body to block that in front. Denies him on the one-timer. 35 seconds to go in this. Rocked him along the wall. Good hit on the play. Nice zone entry from the middle. Takes that pass back at the point. TBS is on the attack. Takes it from the other side of the blue line. And that goes off a player. Oh, he stops him with the glove. Great reflexes there. Takes a hit on the play. Tremendous hit on the play, and that opens up some space. And this one is all